Hey there, everyone. I'm Captain Beefy. This is the Game Vault, and I've got a question for you. Is Dying Light worth playing in 2025? Let's talk about that. We'll cue up the music, and we'll get right to it. So 10 years is a long time in the world of gaming. Technology changes quickly, graphics and game mechanics become dated or worse, archaic, and trends shift directions or completely reverse. At least that's the way it used to be. These days, not all the above statements are true, and Dying Light is living proof of that. Now, what is Dying Light? It's an open-world horror survival game set in the aftermath of a zombie apocalypse. That's the short answer. The more accurate answer is that Dying Light is an immersive journey into a broken city that is populated with both undead horrors and living people that will draw you into its world and keep you there for several dozen hours as you explore an infected city, and if you choose to engage in the following, the DLC, the surrounding countryside. Now, you'll craft and repair weapons, parkour from building to building, negotiate skill trees to improve your chances of survival, and grow stronger and more resilient as you continue to level up and improve. You play as Kyle Crane, who works for the Global Relief Effort, and is sent to infiltrate Haran, a Middle Eastern city that is under quarantine after a zombie outbreak decimates the local populace. He's sent to find Rice, a rogue political figure who may have the secret to the cure that has infected the citizens of Haran. Now, Kyle is immediately bitten after landing during his first altercation with the local zombie population and meets up with some survivors that are out scouting for supplies to bring back to their nearby stronghold. Then the story begins, and it's quite the engaging story with characters that you end up calling friends and others bitter enemies. They're well written, and the voice acting was exemplary. But why? Why should you give this game a chance in 2025? There's a couple reasons now. If you haven't tried the game and you're a fan of first-person shooter games, horror games, survival games, zombie open-world games, any of the above, this is a great choice. Combat, it's exciting and dynamic, the story's solid, the side missions are varied and interesting, and the unique day-night cycle adds a sense of danger to your nighttime activities that you rarely find in zombie games. The game is on sale right now for about $20 on Steam and the Xbox store, but on the PlayStation Network, you can get the Ultimate Edition for $10. That's ending in a few days, so hop on to PlayStation Players if you're interested. Now, if you want a great game without the shackles of modern political agendas being pushed on you, this is a fantastic game for that. 2015 was a different time. The gaming industry wasn't yet dominated with creepy, crazy activists that cared more about pushing their own personal agendas on gamers than they were with creating a great game, and that really shows in Dying Light. There's not a bunch of unnecessary pandering, and the dialogue sounds authentic, not like the modern drivel we get with games like Dragon Age Veilguard. There's also no unnecessary fluff. You don't waste time creating a character, only to never see it unless you're on a pause screen. There's no base building. There's no romance options nonsense, no pets, nothing. Just good old-fashioned zombie killing romp through a ravaged city. Thank you. May I have some more? Now, the game just got a retouch, for want of a better word. Not a remake, not a remaster, just a touch-up, giving players better textures and the like, and a revamped soundtrack. The skyboxes have been improved, clouds, shadows look better. Zero cost to anyone who owns the game already. So even if you've played the game before, it'll be worth revisiting Haran just to see how much nicer it looks in the daylight and how much more terrifying at night. Techland has supported this game for 10 years now. Not so much since Dying Light 2 came out, but look at this latest update. That's insane, and that speaks volumes about Techland as a whole. Any developer willing to put so much effort into a decade-old game for no additional profit shows that they're not just in the business for the money, but for the love of the game as well. So even if you played the game early on, chances are there have been some major improvements far beyond the retouch. Another reason, Kyle Crane is back. Later this year, fairly soon in fact, Dying Light the Beast is coming out. Now this new game, which is originally intended to be a DLC for Dying Light 2, continues Kyle Crane's story post the following, and I couldn't be happier. Kyle was a great character, and I'm looking forward to jumping back into his shoes and taking on the zombie hordes with his classic moves and some very interesting new ones as well. It's been many years since I last played the original game, so I feel like I could use a refresher course on exactly what happened to Kyle Crane at the end of the game. If I start now, I should maybe be close to being finished when the beast drops, especially if I can stay focused. Now, I'll be completely honest. Yes, Dying Light is worth playing again in 2025. I went ahead and dropped a few hours into it last night before I filmed this, and it felt like I put on a favorite pair of shoes. I remember just enough of the story to keep on track, but forgot enough of the details that it was still a little challenging to get through some of the early missions. Characters I haven't heard from in a decade came back to life, and it was like reconnecting with old friends, and discovering locations all over again was like returning to your hometown after going away for some time. What's even better is that there have been so many cosmetic packages and bonus weapons introduced since I last played, that I have a ton of entertaining options that didn't exist 10 years ago. In short, I'm having a great time, and I plan on seeing the game all the way through. The following DLC, all of it. Hell, I might even give Dying Light 2 another chance after I finish The Beast. After all, Techland put a lot of effort into improving that game as well. Not only that, Dying Light 2, well, that was the first game I played on this channel, so there's a little bit of a nostalgia factor for me as well. What do you guys think? Are you ready to head back to Haran? Are you ready to hang out with Jade and Raheem to face off against Wraith there? Let me know in the comments below, and also let me know if you've ever been a fan of the Dying Light franchise, or if you're a fan of zombie games at all. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, ring that bell for notifications, and as always, I'm Captain Beefy with the Game Vault. I'll see you in Haran. Until then, peace.